Hey guys, it's Lydia here, and for today's video I'm going to be showing you some bobby pin tips and tricks for beginners. I'm going to be going over all the basics you need to know about the bobby pins. I'm going to be showing you some different methods, and then I'm going to showing you how to actually pin some buns, some twists, so that you can actually see how these methods work when you're doing a hairstyle. So I hope you enjoy this video. Let's dive in. So first of all, getting a good bobby pin can actually be a big difference. For a while I thought I was just bad at using bobby pins, but then I realized that I didn't get ones that worked. So the ones that I use are the premium bob pins from Sally's, and you don't have to get those particular ones. I just prefer those because they're easy to get, but just any one that you stretch out like this and then it goes back to its original shape. That's what you want. Most bobby pins you get from like a drugstore or whatever, you'll pull them apart and then they'll go kind of to their original shape, but there'll be like a slight opening. That's not good. You do not want that bobby pin. So these ones, as you can tell, you stretch them out and then they go right back to their shape. So it's perfect. So that's what you want. And then when you're putting the bobby pin into your hair, don't open it up like this and try to jab it into your hair. This is not what you want. I recommend either opening it up like about that much or not opening it up at all. When you're pinning your hair, say, into a bun, you can just stick it in. You do not have to open it up and grab a bunch of hair. It's going to make it not hold it in place as well. So I'd recommend using 2 or 3 bobby pins as opposed to trying to use one and open it up super big and you can't fit as much hair in and it's not going to hold it in place and it's just going to be not a good situation. And then if you really are still struggling with bobby pins, especially if you have thick or long hair, I'd recommend jumbo bobby pins. They are a lot bigger than regular bobby pins, about like almost twice as big. They hold a lot more hair, and all the rules apply to these, by the way. If you stretch it out, it goes back to its original shape, it's a good bobby pin. You shouldn't fit so much hair in here. You can fit a little bit more, obviously, because it's bigger, but still, don't open it up like, you know, an inch, maybe no more than half an inch. Even that's stretching it. So just stick it in and it will hold in place a lot better. So I'm just gonna show you all the methods on this twist because it's great. Okay, so the first one I use a lot is the like corkscrew kind of twisting method. So what I want you to do is open it up just a little bit. Then you're gonna place it over the hair you want to secure and then make little kind of corkscrew circle motions. You're gonna do this about like 3 or 4 to 5 times and then push it in all the way. And then this shouldn't go anywhere. You're like, see, I'm flaying my hair around. It's not going anywhere. Now, the thing that's great about this is because it nets all the hair together, but it also goes all the way to the scalp. A lot of times when you pin it in, you can just like get the top hairs and then you don't get like the scalp hairs, and that's not what you want. You want all the way to the scalp. So even if you're not going to do that corkscrew method, whenever you pin your hair down, you should try to get the hairs from like the scalp, not just these top layers. Okay, so the next way I'd recommend is crisscrossing your pins. This is something that if you're gonna hide your hair like under another piece of hair, all you're gonna do is just pull it back and secure it, making sure to grab all the under hairs. And you can open the bobby pin a little bit. Then take your other pin and cross it on top of the first one, going in the other direction. And this is locked down. I mean, like, did it go anywhere? No, it did not. That thing is solid. It is stuck in place because the first pin is already connected to all those scalp hairs, and then the top pin is on top of it, and so it's like not going anywhere anytime soon. Okay, so the next method I really like if you're like pinning down, say, baby hairs or something. I'm going to use it on the twist again. Basically what you're going to do is stick your pin in and do 3 little circles, not on top of the thing you're pinning. Then go over the thing you're pinning, loop it around, and then go in the direction that you came from. Ta-da! This is stuck. It's not going anywhere. And the cool thing about this one is it hides itself under all the hair. Alright, so let's start with a bun because I feel like that's just a classic thing you kind of have to pin. And then I don't want to use a ton of bobby pins. I'm going to show you a way that I'm just going to use only a couple. So the first way, all you're going to do is you're going to go at the bun, starting just grabbing the top hairs. And then go down to your scalp and then go under the bun. If that makes any sense. Let's go do that again on the other side. So you're going to grab just the top hairs of the bun, go down till you touch your scalp, and then push it under the bun. And since my bun's small enough, the pins crisscross. And there you go. This bun's super secure because of the way we pinned it. This is kind of similar to that last method I showed you where you twist and then grab, but it's a little less messy when it comes to buns. So you're just grabbing the top hairs, going down to your scalp, and pushing it under. And we crisscross the pins, which is great. If you had a bigger bun and they don't crisscross, either you can use those jumbo bobby pins from before, and then say you want some of these baby hairs to be picked up. I'll show you how I did it before. So for this one, all I'm going to do is stick it in. So here are the baby hairs. I'm sticking it in where kind of close to where I want the baby hairs to sit. Doing 3 little circles, or a few more because it's not staying in. Basically do circles till you feel like it's secure. Then go over the baby hairs and push it in the direction it came from. And they're not going anywhere. There you go. It's so secure, it's really cute, and you didn't have to use a ton of bobby pins, and it's very comfortable. Next, let's talk about how to pin something like a twist that's a little bit bigger and you feel like it's just not going to stay in. So say I take this larger section of hair, twist it back, and I want to pin it. So here is the easiest way I like to do that. What you're going to do is stick a pin in directly into the twist, and you're going to do little circular motions, and then stick it all the way through. And then I like to do one more, so it's kind of like a crisscross situation, just so it's not going to go anywhere. And you can pull apart the twist so that it covers any bobby pins. And there you go. This is super secure. I really love, all you have to do is just pin up and into the twist, and if that doesn't work, do what I did and do those little circles, and it shouldn't go anywhere. Like seriously, it's not going anywhere. This also applies to when you're going to pin down a braid. So say this for a braid, you do the same thing. Once you've got the braid to where you want it, all you do is just stick a pin in, give it a few twists, stick it all the way in. And then I like to do that one more time, just so that the pins crisscross. And there you go. This ain't going anywhere. Final thing that I wanted to talk about is how to accessorize with bobby pins, because I feel like they're just so fun, they're very unique, and I think they could totally work as a good accessory. So I'm just going to show you one simple hairstyle, but I do have a whole video, actually 2 videos, on how to accessorize with bobby pins, which will be linked above and below. But for this hairstyle, what you're going to start out by doing is picking up hair on one side, sweeping it across the back of your head, and pinning it. It's okay if you can see the pins because we're going to cover it with this next section. Then take a similar size section, sweep it across the first bobby pins and over, and then this time only use one bobby pin to pin it in place. And then just make a row of bobby pins along this section of hair till you get to kind of the other side of your head. Once you've got it to the way you like it, that is it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this bobby pin tips and tricks video, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, I did have a whole video on how to pull apart braids, twists, and buns, so I will link that above and below. And I've also done a lot of braid breakdowns on how I take one specific braid and I completely break it down so you can do it. So if you'd like to see videos like that, again, above, below, check them out. I think you'll love them. Alright guys, bye. I would just say whatever bobby pin you stretch out, whoa, not as bad as that, okay. So, and I can't talk. So if you'd like